Excellent. Now, before we begin, I would like to welcome people to tonight's entertainment. Parents, brothers, sisters, cousins, aunts, uncles, friends, and from what I see, a few grandparents too, to tonight's entertainment and to Greenwood School for Girls. Tonight is a very special event for us, for it marks the 25th anniversary of the foundation of our school. 25 years of sporting and academic achievement, of targets striven for and goals achieved, of aspirations and realizations, from which has evolved among pupils and staff alike a sense of fairness to one's fellow creatures, loyalty to school and to country, a sense of duty and honour, and of playing the game, but above all, a school full of happy girls. May this tradition still be with us on the 50th anniversary of the formation of our school. Now, I won't detain you any longer, except to explain that on each evening this week, 1 year has taken the full responsibility for all the entertainments for that evening. This evening, that responsibility falls by lottery to the 4th form, who, with the help of a few of our excellent staff, have asked me to announce their offering, a play in 2 acts entitled Daisy Pulls It Up. Thank you.
Daredevil, tomboy, possessed of a brilliant mind, exuberant, quick-witted, fond of practical jokes, honourable, honest, courageous, straight in all things, and an elementary school pupil. Father, dead. Mother, a former opera singer, who struggles to keep a home for herself, Daisy, and Daisy's brothers, Dick, Douglas, Daniel, and Duncan, in a small terraced house in London's East End, by giving music lessons to private pupils.
Daisy has recently taken an exam which will, if she succeeds in passing it, enable her to gain a place as the first ever scholarship pupil at Greenwood Girls' School, one of the most famous educational establishments in the country. If, however, she fails the exam, she must leave her elementary school at the end of the year and take up some form of ill-paid remedial work, to which she is little suited. Thank you.
I do wish the postman would hurry up and bring the letter containing the exam results, but it isn't even 8 o'clock yet. I must win this scholarship. I so want to go to Greenwood. How topping it would be. Oh, to learn Latin and Greek, to play hockey on their famous pitch, to make friends with all those jolly girls. Oh, to have midnight feasts and get into fearful scrapes, just like they do in the books. I should miss Mother, Dick, Douglas, Daniel, and Duncan, of course. And all of my friends at elementary school, but I must win this scholarship for the sake of others as well as myself. For if I, the first scholarship student at Greenwood, make a success of the scheme, then Greenwood shall open its doors to other elementary school pupils as poor as myself.
So, elementary schoolgirls at Greenwood, bringing their filth, dishonesty and gutter-snipe ways, and generally lowering the tone of the place, well, we'll see about that. Oh, Sybil Burlington, Vice-Captain of the Upper Fourth, conceited, beautiful, and the only daughter of very wealthy parents.
Oh, I hope I make a success of it.
You will. You've got this far.
I'll have a good education. I should pass all of my exams, and then when I leave, get a job as a teacher in an elementary school. Perhaps I'll earn enough money to buy you that country cottage you always wanted. And to pay for Dick, Douglas, Daniel and Duncan's education. That's if they haven't won scholarships by then, of course.
The summer holidays passed all too slowly for Daisy. That is until the time came to say goodbye to those she loved best.
Now get on the platform, darling, or the train will be going off without you.
Oh, Mother, I promise to be good.
Straight, you will, my darling, you will. Now remember, be honest, always tell the truth. You'll find it strange at first, but you'll be fine.
Oh, Mother, right soon I'll be dying to hear all of your news and anything you hear of my elementary school friends.
I will, my darling, I will. Take care.
Mwah. Mwah.
What about the present?
Oh, did Dick, Douglas, Daniel and Duncan not give me anything? Oh, thank you, Mother, thank you. Oh, Mother, we're off. I'll see you again in the cab.
Meanwhile, in the adjoining carriage,
Belinda Matheson, captain of the upper fourth and best all-round sportswoman for that year group. And quite properly the bossy woman in the form. What utter rot you talk, Sybil. Not all elementary school kids live in filthy hovels with thieving fathers and drunken sluttish mothers. Take a walk through Esher any day. And if this Daisy Meredith is brainy enough to win a scholarship to Greenwood, she's got as much right to a good education as the rest of us there.
But don't you see, Belinda, that if this Meredith girl proves a success, then Greenwood will lose the type of person that's made it the kind of school it is today. I heard several girls and teachers last term saying how much they dislike the scheme.
Even Miss Gibson?
Miss Gibson will soon see sense when exam standards drop, girls leave, and Greenwood loses every sports trophy it's ever won. Hockey and tennis aren't taught in elementary schools.
Frightful.
the journey passed miserably for Daisy until the train made a stop at a small country station.
Claire Beaumont, head girl and sports captain at Greenwood School, a shining example of true British girlhood.
Excuse me, are any of these seats taken? Just mine. Oh, bound for Greenwood, I see. Yes.
I don't recall having seen you before.
It's my first term, actually.
Oh, well, I'm sure you'll be tremendously happy. Greenwood is the jolliest school in England. Claire Beaumont, by the way.
Sit, Daisy Meredith.
Daisy Meredith.
Yes, I'm to be in upper fourth.
Of course, you must be the girl who won the scholarship.
The first of many such girls, I hope.
That's the spirit. But there are a few silly little rotters in the school who aren't keen on the idea of scholarship pupils being admitted. I'd lie low if I were you, for the first month or so, till they got used to the idea of being made flesh. But cheer up, there's some jolly decent girls in the fourth. You'll pull through.
I hope so.
Oh, here we are at the station. Oh, well, the school's only 5 minutes away. You'll find it easy enough. Just follow the others. I'll see you later, I expect.
Claire, old girl.
Daisy stepped onto the platform of the tiny country station, scarcely able to push her way through the crowd of laughing, chattering girls. Girls of all shapes and sizes. Girls merrily exchanging greetings and holy reminiscences with chums who they had not seen for 7 long weeks. Girls who in the blue and white colours of Greenwood School resembled not so much a whirlpool as so many tumbling, foaming little waves rushing shoreward on the incoming and breaking, thankfully on the warm, yellow sands of home. Who wrote this? Mistresses suddenly appeared on the platform and began to shepherd the bubbling throng into the lane that led to the school. They rounded the corner. I say! And there stood Greenwood School, a rambling red brick Elizabethan mansion, its million windows twinkling in the sun like so many welcoming eyes beneath the curious, twisted chimneys. Flowers of every scent and hue border the smooth green lawns, and there behind the house stretched the tennis courts and playing fields for which Grangewood was justly renowned. As they passed through the great stone gates, the girls as one turned to look at the sapphire sea, beating against the chalky cliffs on which the school so proudly stood.
What an absolutely gorgeous place! I'm going to be immensely happy here.
Isn't it heavenly?
I'm knocked over entirely.
Trixie Martin, madcap and poet of the upper fourth. I say, aren't you the new bug? I mean girl.
Yes, Daisy Meredith.
Oh, you ought to be in the upper fourth.
I am.
That's my dog. Maybe we can have desks next to each other. I say, one can have an uncommonly great time at Grangewood, just as one doesn't upset the mistresses or the priest too much. I say, are you fond of a stunt or two?
I should say I've got 4 brothers at home and we're constantly playing tricks on each other.
Can you swim?
A little.
Oh, capital. For if the weather's fine enough, the entire school goes for an early morning dip in the sea. There's an absolutely scrubby beach at the bottom of the cliff, with a pathway that leads there that's known only to ourselves.
How perfectly ripping!
Whoa, there's Claire Beaumont. She's...
Yes, I've met her.
How uncommonly lucky. Claire's head girl and sports captain. She's a first-rate tennis and hockey player, as well as having brains. We all adore her. Her people, her mother, they own Grangewood.
I say.
They used to live in the building, but then they started to lose money about 20 years ago when Sir Digby Beaumont died. They've lost more and more each year. Now looks like they'll have to sell to the school governors. There is talk, though, that if the fortune could be saved, only if they find the Beaumont treasure.
Treasure?
Yes, treasure. I've searched for hours, tapping on walls, looking for clues, trapdoors, and so have scores of other girls. It's probably only hearsay. It doesn't exist.
Trixie Martin, your dirty matron at once is in a frightful mood over something.
Oh, dash it. Mother's probably forgotten to sew my new name tag in my socks. See you at supper, Daisy. Cheerio.
Monica Smithers, Gold Toady and chief crony of Dimble Burlington. I say, I've not seen you before.
No, it's my first day. Daisy Meredith.
Daisy? Oh, the scholarship girl.
That's right.
Ever been to school before?
Yes.
You like, can you? Well, see, elementary school girls when you meet at Grangewood, we've no idea what to expect. Because Mummy and Daddy kept me away from that sort of thing. I've never been exposed to anybody from an elementary school before. Well, one has to be like that because some people would do anything for money. Anyway, Miss Gibson likes to see everyone on their first day in her study. Up the staircase, first door on the right.
Thank you. What an absolutely sickening girl. Now, where did you say? Up this staircase. First door on the right.
Alice Fitzpatrick, prefect, deputy, sports captain, and best chum of Claire Beaumont. What were you knocking on there, girl?
I'm to see Miss Gibson.
Oh, it's nothing there. You go and find Miss Gibson. See, it's just a broom cupboard. Oh, I think someone is taking a trick on you. Say, I take you by myself to Miss Gibson. And by the way, you're a new girl by the look of things.
I am. My name's Daisy Meredith.
Oh, a Daisy. No, that's a nice enough name. Do you like games? Hockey, tennis, or such like?
Oh, playing cricket and football with my brothers, but I haven't had much opportunity to play hockey and tennis. You see, they didn't play them at my last school, only rounders. But I know all of the rules for hockey and tennis. You see, I swatted up on them in books at home.
No, but reading is not the same as playing. No, but if you have the real sports spirit, you do it finally. Play the game. That's what we say here. Play up and play the game. And we have a truly poor view on girls who don't play it.
I say, what's that?
Oh, it's the honor board of the school. A record of achievements of girls. Greenwood is truly proud to have had them in their portals.
Daisy gazed wistfully at the simple oak boards with the names graven in gold of former pupils.
I mean Greenwood to be proud of me one day, and perhaps my name to shine amongst theirs.
Well, come on now. There is Miss Gibson's room.
Thank you.
Bye.
Miss Gibson, young, much loved, beautiful headmistress of Greenwood School for Girls.
Daisy Meredith, Mum.
Ah, welcome, my dear, to Greenwood School. We are very pleased to have you here. Mind you, I may say that the advent of our first scholarship pupil, one who has arrived by intellect rather than parental monetary wealth, has caused some trepidation within the school. Much will be expected of you, both morally and intellectually, but from these reports I have on you here, and the impressions I have of the girl standing in front of me, I'm sure you will meet all our expectations. Now, I'm sure you're tired, Daisy, and in a few minutes the supper bell will be going. Before that, Matron will wish to see you. I trust you will settle down quickly. Now, off you go.
Thank you.
Who, may I ask, put these in our beds?
Your beds?
Yes.
I'm sorry. It was I that put that frog into your bed. You see, I thought it was Trixie's bed, and the frog was a present.
Just the sort of thing I expect from a scholarship girl.
And I put the hairbrush in your bed, Monica, thinking that it was Daisy's.
Typical.
Oh, only ragging. Nothing to pour the vials of wrath about. Sybil Burlington, Monica Smithers, meet the newest ornament of the upper fourth, Daisy Meredith.
Hello.
Huh. Your frog. And your brush.
Oh, Scooteroo, Daisy. Come on, we'll be late for our cocoa otherwise.
I am Mr. Scriblowski. I am the enigmatic Russian music teacher. And by the way, for those of you who did not go to private school, enigmatic means mysterious. Yes. Good morning, my little caterpillars.
Good morning, Mr. Skrabowski.
Please remain standing. We will begin our morning by singing the Ash Grove. Well, at the end of term program. Do you notice, girls, that you are singing from the throat, not from the breathing? Very bad for the voice. You must remember that. However, there is one student among you that sings is this young lady here. Yes. This young lady has a voice that is sublime. By the way, for those of you who do not go to private school, sublime means very good. Please, my dear, sing the last verse all by yourself. Excellent. Do you understand, girls? She's using her voice and her breathing. No problem with the throat. No problem. You are new girl?
Yes, sir.
What is your name, my dear?
Daisy Meredith.
Daisy Meredith. Meredith. Oh, a Welsh name, I believe. Oh, your voice, it certainly does justice to that great musical nation. I will see to it that you have a solo at the end of the term, cousin. Yes, very good voice, very good. But, however, you, Sybil Burlington, you must prove to me that you are not absolutely tone deaf if you intend to take a place in the choir. We will conclude our morning meeting by singing Cherry Ripe.
Cherry ripe, cherry ripe.
Oh, Claire, isn't it a fine feeling to be back in the old school again?
Yes, as you say, it's
Oh,
a
yes, standing on this pitch where we fought so many battles.
a truly fine thing. You know that I'm almost pleased it's going to be my final year at Greenwood, you know. It's the last year that name of Beaumont will appear on the title deeds.
Oh, no.
The truth is, Alice, we're up the gumtree. What with poor Mother's medical fees and my younger brother.
Digby?
Yes, Digby's school fees, yes. They still have to be met. And the rent for the cottage is going sky high. I was talking to Mother before I came away that unless a miracle happens, we shall have to sell to the school governors. And Mother wouldn't hear of it. I say I'm not looking forward to going into the world and having to live as a real grown-up. I say, someone's playing a damn good game of hockey over there.
Oh, it's the upper fort. A practice game, I think, folks. Hey, who's that girl there? Well, she certainly can pose balls.
It's the new kitty, the scholarship girl, Daisy Meredith. With some teaching, she'll turn into a jolly good hockey player. Look, she never funks a ball.
Oh, she learned all the rules from a book I was told.
A sportsman as well as a scholar.
Yes, I'm sure her name will be graced on the first 11.
Well, we'll have to go off to our own practice. We've a match to win on Saturday. It's the opening knockout for the county championships. Perhaps this year we'll come out tops.
Yes, instead of runners-up as we were for the last 10 years against Hernham Young Ladies College.
Alice! Oh, they're calling us now for supper. Come on, as the middle say, Scooter News.
Yes, this year we beat them. For Greenwood, for Claire, we must.
A treasure in another part of the building. I should be very grateful if you would tell me about them. I'm fascinated by English folklore. Yeah, thank you very much. Good evening to you ladies.
Why the dickens did you tell him what we were doing, Daisy?
Well, would you have to have gone to Miss Grapple, otherwise he would certainly have given us an order mark.
Oh, what a horrible beastly sound. Now Mr. Skroboski knows that we're looking for the treasure too. Now we must trout the rest to the gallery. But how?
I know. How about sneaking out of the doorway in the dead of the night? We could burrow
Don't you word to anyone.
No. Hicks, Specs, Apple Gets. Scheme isn't working, Monica.
It is in small ways, Sybil.
So small, it's going to take 20 years for her to get enough order marks for one of their conduct marks. No, you had to do something drastic. She's doing fearfully well and everyone's thought, you must do something drastic and fast.
We don't want that.
No, I say, Monica, do you like my son? Monica, you look. Do you like my son's silver bracelet that Daddy sent me as a free birthday present?
Lovely, sorry, Sybil.
Miss Gibson has given permission for Daddy to take me for a slap-up birthday tea in town and then on to a concert after. And Daddy said I may invite a friend to accompany me. Would you like to come, Monica?
Oh, Sybil, I'd adore it.
All serene then. Now, I'm going to read some Keats because I need to win the poetry competition this year and not be picked at the post by that wretched Trixie Martin.
When do entries have to be in?
2 to 3 weeks, I think. Why, Monica, you're not thinking of entering, are you?
Yes, only, of course, I could never hope to write anything that would be half as good as anything of yours, Sybil, but I do have a tremendous fancy to enter, just to show that Daisy Meredith a thing or two.
Well, you bash away to your heart's content.
Yes,
I
I wanted to bash at it, yes.
Come on, to the gallery. We're almost there. We must be quiet. I say, what's that? What? There's a light coming from underneath the form in the second form common room. And voices.
Banners!
Shh! Oh, Trixie!
We must wake Miss Gibson.
And get into a frightful row ourselves.
But surely we must consider school property before ourselves.
I dare say you're right, Daisy. I'll go to Miss Gibson with you, but hold fire for a second or two. I'm going to take a peek through this tiny keyhole.
Trixie!
Oh, Jemima, what a cell!
What can you see?
Oh, it's the second form, up to their ears in a midnight feast. Let me take another look, Daisy. Toffee apples, donuts, oh, vanilla slices. I have a good mind to go in there and demand a share for keeping quiet myself.
Trixie Martin, Daisy Meredith.
Claire!
Perhaps you will both come and see me in my study tomorrow morning and inform me of the purpose behind this midnight visitation.
But Claire!
I'll wait Miss Kohler to deal with those. I'll see you both tomorrow.
Oh, we're for it now, Daisy.
Oh, do you think Claire will report us to Miss Gibson?
If she thinks we're being utterly evil, she might. No, what we need to find out is who sneaked on us. Because whoever sneaked on us sneaked on the second form. They probably recognised our voices too.
Dash it.
No supper bell?
No.
No.
Bit miss supper. It's 2 o'clock at night.
Oh, Alice, if only you'd have seen them. They look so wonderfully comic, dressed in 2 adventurous clothes. I think it's supposed to be goat monks or something equally ghostly.
Oh, absolutely sublime.
It was rather a hoot, but it gave me a perfect fright at first.
Oh, girls.
Remember what we used to get up to, though, when we were young? We were utter little horrors, weren't we? Do you
No,
remember?
don't you remember?
Oh, do you remember that winter we went on the midnight skating expedition?
Yes, and Katie Collins falling through the tin ice.
Here they are.
Oh, I'll leave you now.
Okay.
I have a flute lesson in town.
Okay, I'll see you on the field at 1 then, Alice.
Yes. Cheerio, sir.
Don't you let Miss Gibson hear you slanging like that. Come in, you two. Now, perhaps you will tell me why you took it upon yourselves last night to break a good many school rules and at the same time risk getting the second form into a jolly serious fix. situations which you know to be contrary to the rules of Grangewood.
We had nothing to do with the second form feast, truly, Claire.
The truth of the matter is, Claire, we were looking for the treasure, the Beaumont treasure. We were heading to the East Gallery to wrap panels and that sort of thing when we stumbled upon the seconds eating buns. We know that the East Gallery is out of bounds, which is why we disguised ourselves. But we are most dreadfully sorry, Claire.
The corners of Claire's mouth twitched. It was with some effort that she hastily pulled herself together.
Very well. I shan't report you to this Gibson.
Oh, thanks most awfully, Claire.
But you, Trixie, have been here the longest and ought to know better. So on Saturday, from lunch until tea time, you will both stay within the confines of the school building.
Oh, but Claire, I missed the hockey championship.
Well, my dear, it's high time you gave up these childish stunts.
Tell me, Claire, is there any truth in the story of the Beaumont treasure?
How serious are you both about finding it?
Immensely serious!
Okay, very well then. Yes, the treasure does exist. See, the mistress centres around my grandfather, the late Sir Digby Beaumont. Now, he was a tremendously eccentric gentleman who, as he got older, became more and more impatient with the new ideas, and as he saw it, the lower standards of the younger generation. And this led to endless arguments within the family, especially with the younger of his two sons, my Uncle David, who left home after a particularly vehement quarrel and has never been seen or heard of since.
How fearful.
Shortly after this quarrel, Sir Digby died, and his wealth, all manner of family heirlooms, money, valuables, disappeared. In his will, it was revealed that he had hidden the treasure somewhere within the walls of Grangewood, and a set of clues leading to its whereabouts so complicated that the treasure can only be uncovered by whosoever has wit enough to unravel these clues.
The will did say that another important clue lies with my Uncle David, but he's been gone many years, so there's little hope there.
Claire,
Yes.
I was wandering through the Great Hall looking at the ancestral portraits, and I noticed that one of the frames was empty.
Oh, now that contained the only known portrait of my Uncle David, but my grandfather had it removed after the quarrel.
Oh, how perfectly tragic.
Tell me, was your grandfather a scientist?
Why do you ask?
Well, in his portrait, he's holding a jolly queer-looking instrument.
Oh, now that's a device apparently for measuring the distance between the stars. My grandfather was tremendously keen on astronomy.
Oh, how uncommonly rare.
There's the bell for end of break. Now off you go, girls, and thank you most awfully for showing an interest in the treasure.
And Claire, we're so sorry we got you up in the middle of the night.
Okay, but remember, no more midnight expeditions.
We mean to find it for you, Claire.
Oh, what an out-and-out sport Claire is.
Claire is the most absolutely adorable girl I've ever met. I'd do anything for her. Especially elementary ones.
Jemima! Someone risked their neck to write that. Sneak. Let's rub it off, Daisy. Sneak. Elementary Sneak.
Good morning, girls.
Good morning, Miss Granville.
Oh, thank you very much, Daisy and Trixie, for wiping off the blackboard with today's list of the essay topics. Really, I am fed up with the pair of you. Go and sit down and take a full mark, each of you.
Order mark.
Absolutely. An order mark as well. Now, I have here the essays handed in by you all last week on the subject of Shelley's poem, The Ode to the West Wind, some of which were extremely good, and others which were lamentable, to say the least. Dora Johnson, will you stop rattling that inkwell? One essay, which I thought was quite good in content, I was forced to give only half marks to, owing to the blots and inky fingerprints all over it. If you are incapable, Daisy Meredith, of coping with a pen and ink, then I suggest you use a pencil. I don't want to see any more work like this.
The class gasped.
Have you got anything to say to me regarding the atrocious condition of this, Daisy?
Yes, Miss Granville. I absolutely did not hand my work in like that. I give you my word.
Well done. Then your word cannot be worth very much, Daisy.
Oh.
Are you suggesting perhaps that these blots appeared of their own volition?
No. Yeah,
Or
no.
are you perhaps suggesting that someone else had a hand in creating this mess?
Yes, no. All I'm saying is that when I handed in my essay, it was perfectly clear of any blots.
Miss Granville hesitated. She believed the morals, if not the intellect, of the elementary school girls to be lower than those of the type of girl normally to be found at Greenwood. Yet, honesty shone forth from Daisy's face, and the ring of truth was within her speech.
Very well, Daisy. I shall take your word for it this time that you truly did believe that the essay that you handed in was presentable, but I think that next time a little blotting paper would not go amiss. Now then, girls, just a brief word on the school poetry competition. This year there are 2 subjects, and I would like you to write them down, please. Have you got your pens? Pens ready?
Yes, miss.
Oh, but Linda, can you lend Dora Johnston a pencil sharpener, please? Really? You all deserve all the full marks, the lot of you. Now then, the first subject is heroes. Have you all got that? Heroes.
Heroes.
And do spell it right as well, please. The second subject is the Meditations of a Lighthouse.
What?
Meditations of a Lighthouse. Now then, either poem must not be longer than 50 lines in length, and I would like them in by Friday week, please. Now do get on while I redo the blackboard with today's essay topics.
Daisy found it a struggle to concentrate for the rest of that lesson. She was convinced that Sybil had had a hand in defacing her essay, for one of Sybil's responsibilities as vice captain of the form was to collect prep work and hand it in to the appropriate teacher, thereby giving her the opportunity to wreak any damage she chose. But how was she to prove it without committing the despicable sin of sneaking?
Oh, if only Sybil didn't hate me so. Life would be absolute bliss if she and I were chums. I'm convinced she has some good in her, as most prickly pears do. She mustn't be allowed to continue to set up these stunts, these beastly stunts, and to palter with the honour of Grangewood and the upper fourth. On Esther Quam Magna, Hinc Specs Afflicate.
An immense basket of apples.
Oh, fearful shame that. I've been planning a raid on the orchard for days. There's no point now.
Honestly, I'm going to write to Mummy and Daddy about the fearful state Greenwood is sinking into. First we have scheming scholarship girls, now thieving. The entire school is in a ferment. The seconds have had their pocket money stopped for a fortnight and not allowed any jam or cake with their tea for a week. Isn't that so, Monica?
Entirely, Kibble, entirely.
Is it right that the honour of the upper fourth and the morals of one of its members, namely Trixie Martin, should be brought into disrepute by one girl?
Rot, Sybil. You'll see if it's what.
We all shall. But Daisy and I will go to the seconds ourselves and tell them that whoever was responsible for sneaking on us sneaked on them too. And then
At that moment, however, Mr. Skoplowski entered the form room to commence his geography lesson this
Good
time.
morning, my little butterflies.
Good morning, Mr. Stravinsky.
Please open your geography books to the page 31. Today we will discuss Pelu. And by the way, for those few of you that did not go to private school, Peru is a country in South America. And South America, forget it.
Daisy opened her book at the appropriate page, and as she did so, a slip of printed paper fluttered from the book onto the floor. Daisy paled as she picked it up, suddenly aware that Sybil Burlington had also read the words printed on the piece of paper.
I will begin today by reading off the results of last week's geography test. Beginning at the bottom, will you please stand as I read your name? Sybil Burlington, 21 out of 100 marks. Winnie Irving, 44. Dora Johnston, 48. Monica Smithers, 74. Trixie Martin, 81. Belinda Matheson, 91. And Daisy Meredith, 93. Well done, Belinda and Daisy. But Sybil, I am a bit surprised at the results of your examination. You usually don't do this poorly.
I know.
If you continue to do this appalling work, I will have to send you down to the first form for your geography lessons.
Geography was the second lesson that morning, which failed to leave any impression upon Daisy's mind, which was whirling upon another matter, far removed from the jungles and mountains of Peru.
You may close your books. I would like to see all of you who have a solo part. At the end of the term concert, we will meet in the music room at 4 p.m. this afternoon. Thank you very much, ladies.
As the upper four prepared to go to lunch, Sybil Burlington caught Daisy's arm.
Now listen here, you Daisy Meredith. Unless you devise some means of getting yourself removed from Greenwood in the next fortnight, I shall tell Miss Gibson exactly what was written on that piece of paper.
For the piece of paper to which Sybil referred had printed upon it the answers to the previous Wednesday's geography test.
And we don't stand for cheats at Greenwood.